Hello, my name is EJ Sharman. I am a 21-year-old student in Minnesota, United States of America, and I am going to talk a little bit about my thoughts on freedom of speech in America. The term freedom of expression is used a lot in the United States, and it's you've really seen it synonymous with freedom of speech. So if you hear freedom of expression from an American, they mean freedom of speech. So libel is the communication of a false statement that would hurt the reputation of someone, whether it could be an individual or it could be a business, a corporation, a firm of some type, the government, really anything. And then slander is written libel. And so basically you can't say, whether orally or written or typed or whatever, lies, false statements that would harm anyone else. And obviously this stuff goes on all the time, and people aren't thrown into jail for it always. But if it's something big where you're being interviewed by a magazine and you tell lies about this company, how they are doing a Ponzi scheme, and they're actually not. That is not okay, and that you could be charged and get in trouble by the government or by courts of some kind. Free speech or freedom of expression, you can't post pictures of your naked self on the internet. And I think that's a very, very, very good rule that we have. So you do not have the freedom of expression to even just walk around outside naked. That is illegal to do. Just as you can have naked babies sometimes. That's usually okay, but once they turn like 2 years old, it's no longer okay for them to be in public, not dressed, or have pictures somewhere where they're not clothed. And obscenity is any statement or act which strongly offends the prevalent morality of the time. If we grow as a nation and decide that it's okay for women to show their boobs in public, which honestly it could go that way because we already show so much. You have women with swimsuits that only cover their nipples, and I don't know. You have shirts that come down like this, and you're seeing half of the woman's breasts anyway. But let's say that would happen, then that would now be okay. It has to do with the morality and values of the time. So right now, a woman couldn't go walk around topless, but maybe in 50 years they could. And that would be our freedom of expression, our freedom of speech expanding. To be perfectly honest about my opinion, I think freedom of speech is used too much as an excuse to be mean or to be rude or to be offensive or any of those things. I think that it's good that we have freedom of speech. I think that people should be able to say their opinions, about government programs. If they dislike it, they should be able to say that they dislike it, because that's the only way that we're going to come up with, grow as a nation and go toward the best government that we can have. Because if we were only allowed to say good things about our government and about the policies and everything in place, then things wouldn't change and we would never get better and we would never grow. And so I definitely think that freedom of speech is important and it's good. And it helps to show the world, when there are reporters who find out about bad things that politicians are doing and they let us, the public, know about that. That's super important. Otherwise, if we didn't know about the background stuff or the underlying stuff, the stuff that the politicians wouldn't want us to know, if we didn't know that stuff, we would just keep on electing the people, even if they, A, don't deserve it, and 2, are not good human beings, not good role models, not good people to run our country. So it's definitely, definitely important. Do I think freedom of speech should be unlimited? No, I can't say that I do. When you think of it in the light of sex and having freedom of expression and, being able to wear and not wear whatever you wanted, even if it had very, very hateful things, lies, when we talked about slander. No, I don't think that should be allowed because I think there's nothing positive that's going to come from that. And our government is supposed to be, taking care of us, essentially. They're supposed to be instilling in us good values and good morals and trying to make us better people and make our nation be a center, a place where we can go for our dreams and accomplish our dreams and not have others interfere with that. And I think having unlimited freedom of speech or freedom of expression would hinder that and would only bring negativity. I think that, being allowed to write our opinions about policies and about political issues and about anything like that, I think that's what will make a difference. And we are already allowed to do that. And it definitely, even though there are still lies that happen, I think having, it be illegal to lie about the government or lie about a business is important to have. And I think that should be illegal because, again, that would only bring negativity and hinder people's ability to be good human beings and hinder our nation.